test. Okay, test. Ba 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 ba. Bum ba da bum da bum ba da bum ba da bum bum. Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dum bum 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 bum. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum. Okay, so we are. Do we have Minecraft open? Yeah. Do we have the stream running? Yeah. What else is going on? How is this doing? Whew. Okay. Let's get everything going. Setting up the stream. Do 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 do. 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 La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Okay, so save that. Then we hit edit on that. Customization live reactions off. Slow mode set to 1 second. Save. Evan says, how's the power looking from yesterday's storm? Power is back. It never, like, fully... It didn't... The problem was, it wasn't, like, just like, oh, it's off. It was every minute and a half, it would go out for a second or two. And that's enough that it's, like... At that point, all of the circuit breakers on the power supplies, the UPSs, are panicking because it's like when the power comes back on, there's a little bit of a spike. And it's just like, in theory... So one of the UPSs actually shut itself down to try and protect itself from the spike from the first flicker. Which is not... Ideally, a UPS will stay on no matter what, but its primary goal is to protect the electronics. Its secondary goal is to, at least with the quality level of UPSs I can afford. Yeah. So yeah, we unplugged everything after like the first or between, like it was the second flicker hit while we were unplugging everything. Mind of Me says, I'm surprised but delayed to see your Friday coffee stream. Yeah, I know, I'm running a few minutes behind. I'm sorry that some of y'all had to be surprised. But I did have this posted on my streaming schedule for this week in the newsletter that I was going to be doing coffee stream this morning, but I've got more birthday weekend plans tonight. There's the newsletter link for those. Evan tips 30 and says, currently listening to a Queen concert from Budapest from 1986 in amazing quality. Glad to catch yours as well. I do try to maintain the same level of quality that you could expect from any royalty. I don't necessarily believe in monarchs myself, but okay. Either way, that is gonna get us our first $8 of the stream. Woo! Do. So, we're not doing rotational tips this morning, though. We are going to be expanding when we hit tipping milestones of $20 to start. Okay. I feel like I've got a mohawk with this. I never noticed that the angle grinder animates even when it's not put down. It's just like in the hotbar. In the inventory, the angle grinder or the stone cutter or whatever animates. Okay. Okay, so I gotta do some morning correspondence. Okay, so checking in over here. Wow. Okay, don't need to respond to this. There's some stuff from Asuma that I just got back to him on. Let's find a place to stand while I get sorted out for the morning. If you've never seen a coffee stream before, we're still setting up. But, Cole Opal Atticus says, nice to see Joe, and I'm waiting on a phone call that might slam a folding chair on my mental health. Oh, yeah. Waiting on stuff like that is really frustrating. So, glad I could help in some small way, Cole Opal Atticus. Mind of Me says, I'm surprised because I thought you were going to take this morning off. So, I was saying at my old day job, I would always take the day after my birthday off. But now that I'm actually doing something I like doing, I was looking at it, and I was like, well, I definitely want to go out with my friends on Friday night. Especially, since it's like my birthday weekend and whatever. So, but I can't justify, I can't justify taking Friday night and Friday morning off. Like, financially, when we do these TCG card sales, we do get money in royalties from the sales, but we get that money way later. And in the short term, it creates like a several $1,000 drop in tips that month. And so, from a financial standpoint, it would not. I would be too stressed out about money to enjoy tonight if I took this morning off, basically. Like, even if no money comes in on this stream beyond that first $8 that Evan Netta just gave, I can say, you know what? I gave it a try. I did a show. Whatever, But, like, there's just kind of a certain part of my brain where it's like, doing nothing, attempting nothing when I'm looking at that is not, doesn't feel acceptable. Mazer says, I forgot to order the TCG. You just reminded me. Well, I can provide you with that TCG link. Like I said, we do make money from these card sales. So Federal Trade Commission requires I mention I do have a financial interest in this product. But, yeah, creocards.com/products/JoeHills-collector's edition there. We've got some gorgeous art by Aviva, longtime community member, professional artist, brilliant person. So fortunate that Aviva was available to work with me on this. I cannot thank Aviva enough. Mind of Me, tips 14, and says, have some top-tier belated birthday money. Oh, thank you, Mind of Me. That's going to get us 2 past our first Face Gamer expansion milestone. So here we go. It's time to say howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee-dee. Morning, Salem. Morning, Alexis. Oh, Alexis says, morning, Joe and Quinn. Oh, I forgot to take Quinn out of the title. Oh, yeah, no, Quinn isn't here. Quinn was here yesterday, and then when I was setting up the stream this morning, it took longer than usual because everything was unplugged. So it should have said without Quinn, or I was wondering why I ran out of characters to fit the ST at the end of July 21st. I was like, oh, my mistake. I am sorry. I'm sorry if the announcement in email, if your alert was wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, that was my bad. My bad, y'all. Morning, Mahis, Kindleus, Rix13. Okay, Okay, for those of y'all who missed it last night, some folks are asking about my birthday. I've got a couple photos I posted to antagonize Impulse, like I do. Streaming and open. Let's set those. I kind of want to look at how this. How does the little forest look at night? So yeah, while I do my correspondence here, why don't we turn up our view distance a little bit and maybe get a render for the thumbnail for the next episode? That's not a bad use of our time. So, yeah, what photos, pray tell? So, yeah, I was gonna say I took some photos to antagonize my friend Impulse, because Impulse told me. Wait, why am I not able to see my tweets from last night? Impulse told me at the end of the HermitCraft meeting. Okay, is Twitter just broken? Boo. What if I try linking to the tweets directly? Impulse told me at the end of the HermitCraft meeting, he's like, remember, Joe, I hope you have a good birthday, but once you start drinking, stop tweeting. And I was like, no, Impulse, you've inspired me. As soon as I start drinking, I will begin tweeting. He's like, what? I'm like, so I gotta go, bye. So here's the first picture. It's actually me with the Elvira's House of Horrors pinball machine. You can see the house itself in the under the back glass there. And the house is actually also on the high score thing, too. And if Twitter isn't working for you, I tried. And then, so Impulse replied to that. Oh, you know what? I guess I can put the photo into OBS, maybe? Will that work? Ah, there it is. Oh, look. Look, the photo's in OBS. Like an expert, I have computered a thing. So yeah, this is me in front of Elvira's House of Horrors pinball machine. It's probably clearer on Twitter. And Impulse wrote back, and you're cut off. From Twitter. Drink away responsibly and enjoy your birthday. And so then I had another photo here that I posted next. Nope, that's the Twitter feed direct. Okay. Great, thanks. Of me in front of a Dig Dug machine saying, I can assure you your concerns are overinflated. And you see the Dig Dug pump is going right into my head. My head is where his concerns are. But they're overinflated, so I'm going to ignore them. Because I'm not going to let him get in my head on my birthday. No. Cole Opal Atticus says, I had to put inchworm outside. This is a good thing to come back to. I haven't explained the context of the photos in terms of where I actually was. I was just talking about messing with Impulse. But yeah, I was trying to take like dumb pictures of myself to mess with Impulse. It's a little fun birthday thing. But yeah, I hung out with my sister Quinn and several of my friends at East Side Bowl, where there was a pinball tournament. So I got to hang out, had dinner with like 4 or 5 of my friends. We all hung out, and then it's like, no, I'm gonna spend the night playing games with like another like 15 people who I know by name, like acquaintances, not necessarily people who, if I was throwing like a private birthday party, I don't necessarily know all these people well enough to invite them, but it's like people that I hang out with and talk to at pinball tournaments all the time. I got to hang out with them at a pinball tournament that happened to fall on my birthday. So I will say I did not do well in the tournament. It's only my second time at that venue, and I'm not familiar with a lot of the machines, but that's kind of one of those things where you gotta like learn by doing. I haven't done enough travel pinball to be great at just picking up random machines at random locations yet. So I'll get there one day, but it's definitely a skill I'm still working on. I'm also kind of wondering if, because we ate like kind of a big dinner, everybody in our group actually did really bad compared to how they usually do. So I'm also thinking maybe big meal right before the tournament was not helpful either. But, you know, it was a birthday party first that happened to have a pinball tournament. It wasn't like a super competitive pinball tournament where I'm like, oh, I gotta come in to win. Gotta come in hungry. Rrr. Morning, NJ. Mahi says apparently one of the local news channels yesterday had a goof on their weather map and listed the index temperature for a neighboring city as 101, 105. And without missing a beat, the weatherman was like, and in McKinney, everyone's dead because the heat index hit 101,105 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's part of being a good presenter, is being able to roll with stuff on the fly. Okay. I'm actually surprised we can't see Cub's thing from here. I'm not sure if Total Chaos is too far away, or it doesn't seem like it would be, because maybe I just didn't have... No, oh, those chunks are still loading in the distance. On the very far horizon, you can kind of see them popping in. So yeah, I want to, when I do the episode with the flower forest, I think we'll use this as a screenshot for, or as the thumbnail for that. The original plan for the flower forest episode was to talk just about Wisconsin and that trip, but I'm gonna end up having it probably encompass PlayOnCon and like the three meetups. So I think it's gonna end up being more about talking about upcoming travel plans in general, that sort of thing. So, I'm like, why do I still have the setting up stream sign up? Oh yeah, because I haven't actually done all the things required to set up the stream. I haven't posted a link on Twitter because Twitter's broken. I haven't posted the tipping link via PayPal. We've still got a couple tips rolling in via PayPal anyway. One from Anonymous for 5, who says, your show helped me through a rough time, and I'm thankful for that. Hey, I'm glad to help. And then a different Anonymous person has tipped 10, so that's going to get us 3 away from the next Face Gamer expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. So yeah, thanks so much. Microbird says it's hitting the 90s again with no air conditioning, and I think I might be getting the physical health effects of heat exhaustion. Humidity is 81%, so that's not helping either. Seriously, if you have like ice packs in your fridge, like that you would put in a cooler, you can either the two things I recommend for people are both different variants of, if you are going to be sitting in your apartment for an extended period of time, like if you're working from home today, either make yourself a foot bath with like a basin that you put ice water in, and you put your feet in that. Put a towel underneath the basin so when you take your feet out, you can dry them on the towel, and any water that splashes out will hit the towel, not your floor. Or the other alternative, which is also towel related, is if you have any like cooler ice packs, like those plastic shells with the frigid stuff inside, you can take those, wrap those in a towel, and either press them against your stomach or put them underneath your feet. Don't have direct skin contact there, because that'll get you possible frost damage. Yeah, if you work from home, if you're going to be sitting all day at the same computer, the problem is not my apartment is too hot or my house is too hot. The problem is my body is too hot. Don't try to solve the whole apartment problem. Just solve the your body problem, and you'll be way ahead. When I've had to do streams, when I've previously lived places where the air conditioning was really close to where my studio was, so it was too loud for me to have the air conditioning on while I was recording or streaming, and so I would like, even if the apartment was relatively cool, the computers and all the tech in the studio space, or which was just a closet plus my human body, would just warm up. Yeah, NJ, ice packs is a great way to go on this. But yeah, I've had a lot of experience with just, okay, I'm gonna cool my body down. Okay. So, let's see what else is going on here. Okay, I can. Okay. So we're doing good. Got, oh, wait. What is this? Oh. Interesting. Oh, this is bad. I don't have money for this. One of my first real jobs was working at a laser rangefinder company. And it looks like they have gone out of business. And there's an auction for all of their assets. And my dad just sent me an email. Oh. Most of the stuff they have for sale, since I worked for them, like, in 2009, maybe? Most of the stuff that they have for sale isn't like the products that I helped construct at the time. They've already moved that inventory. But... We'll come back to this. It would be interesting to have a part of that company later. And everything I bought I had to pick up from the facility, which is about an hour away. I'll come back to this. Do they have office furniture for sale? No. It looks like they've... Well, it looks like... I'm gonna... It looks like they're selling off the part. So it looks like they're having a separate auction for the merchandise than from like the office stuff. Although I'll be honest, like all of the furniture like that they had there was pretty terrible. It was not an ergonomic place to work. Excuse me. I think Total Chaos is actually starting to load in the very far distance there. I see like the framework around it. Taking some screenshots there. Mind of Me says, it's a sad event. I worked at a local coffee roastery that went out of business. Yeah, the original owner was an optical physicist, and the company had gotten bought out a few years before they bankrupted it. I'm wondering if that was kind of one of those like vulture capital things. So, like, the original owner is gone. So I don't feel too sad about them going out of business. He you know, he was old enough to retire, basically, and I guess he did. But yeah, the actual furniture, I guess maybe some of the workbenches were, like, sturdy enough, but, like, that they'd be worth having, but a lot of that stuff was so heavy, I don't think that I could necessarily trust it in like, a situation that's not, like, on a concrete slab garage floor. Like, some of their stuff I wouldn't want to necessarily bring into an apartment and have up on joists or whatever. But yeah, it looks like none of the tooling is, it looks like they've got multiple lots here where they're auctioning off the company piece by piece. So, because like if I could get a milling machine or a lathe, that's another thing I wouldn't necessarily have a good spot for in my apartment now, but like it'd be cool to have one for streaming, making cool stuff. But yeah, this is more like, oh, hey, these are binoculars, laser rangefinders, some circuit boards. So I'll come back to that. But yeah, at least when a coffee roastery goes out of business, the chairs and stuff were designed for people to be comfortable in. I do not remember ever sitting comfortably in any of the chairs on site there. Live, laugh, lathe. Okay, that's pretty good, Microbird. Live, laugh, lathe. I love it. Okay. So we're gonna hit close that out. Close that out. Okay, so let's go through the stream schedule for this weekend. So I'm taking Friday night off. Saturday I would normally stream, but I'm taking Saturday night off too because I have continued birthday weekend plans. Sunday night I will be back at 8:30 p.m. Monday we're gonna have our 3 regular streams. 8:30 a.m. HermitCraft 9 live, 1:30 p.m. bonus HermitCraft 9 stream, 8:30 p.m. HermitCraft 9 live. Oh, I forgot to mention it, just in case some of y'all didn't notice or didn't catch it. I actually did put out the camel video, my camel HermitCraft video, a few days ago. I know people aren't as excited about like, oh great, when you hover over it, the 5-second clip it shows is like the worst view in Minecraft. Thanks, YouTube. I was like, why are the views on that so bad? And then I hover over it, and I'm like, oh, it's going to show me looking up when I'm glitching through the camel. Thanks, okay. But anyway, if you haven't seen that episode yet, it is live. You can bookmark that for later. Okay. Other stuff I have to do. Let's see if Asuma responded to me over here. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be one of those bad example butts. I'm actually going to use a screenshot that we just made to make a point. Like, not necessarily that image, but something from a place where a bunch of different hermits built together. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get one more nighttime image of the... Actually, maybe we get this while it's in transition here. That's kind of a cool... Get a few more screenshots. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's pull up the other email on the other computer. Let's make sure we haven't missed any Patreon invites that I need to send out. Nope. Our last one was 13th. That's fine. I get nervous when I don't send out invites for a while. Not because, not like, oh no, what am I going to do if nobody signs up for Patreon? But like, did I miss people that were supposed to get invited? Let's verify. Yep, the last people to get invites were people I have, yes, good. Good. Okay. Great. Let's see. Fluffball says getting a Miller lathe cheap here is so hard. The only way you're gonna get them is when a place closes down. A good Miller lathe is worth so much because, yeah. Mine to me says, when I worked in the front of the coffee shop, I didn't really get to sit down, but I did get a very nice set of espresso cups. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Okay. Bum. Okay, so nothing I need to deal with there. Nothing I need to... Okay. Let's start writing things up. Okay. So, one of the... Okay. So... I've been waiting so long. We should go check on the button, and then I'll start working on figuring out what my day looks like. Oh, I forgot to turn the view distance back down. It's so viewy. 60 is more reasonable. Okay. 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 So, next up. Let's, one of the things I have to do is I have to figure out what I want to do for my next episode. Because originally, I was going to do kind of a series of 120, like, hyper-focused episodes. Where I was going to do one where we had the camel, then another one where we have the cherry blossom trees. I'm realizing, though, that we've got a lot of TCG footage. So we also need to do footage review and figure out how much of that's usable and how much of that's not. So... Okay. So let's see, what do I got today? I've got a stream at 8:30 a.m. Coffee, yeah. Done. Correspondence with HermitCraft. Correspondence. Okay, welcome, Vincenzo Vullo, who writes, "Hello, Joe Hills. Vincenzo from Italy here. Good morning from a too hot summer." Oh, it is a too hot summer all over. Welcome, my Mediterranean viewer, Vincenzo Vullo. Okay, so... Oh, boy. Okay, so... Let's look at... Okay, so for the next episode, what do we have to figure out? The next episode, I'm pretty sure, is going to be episode 66. My numbering scheme is really off right now because I started like 5 episodes and didn't finish any of... Well, I finished one of them, but it's like, which one do I pick up next? So like, I started an Elytra course episode and I didn't finish it. I started the tree episode and I didn't finish it. I started the TCG episode and didn't finish it. So I think I need to and none of these necessarily need to go in order, but I need to publish this footage. We've got... Okay. So let's create a document here. Woo! Okay. So this is going to be HC9. Okay, HC9-066. I think in some ways the TCG one is the one to do. TCG. Because we've got until... well, I think the TCG one is the one that has the I think the TCG one, all I need to record is an outro and an intro. Whereas I still... Okay, let's look at the candidates. So, for the Elytra course, I still need to actually record the runs. I recorded a bunch of stuff beforehand, but didn't actually record the runs. For the Spring Forest, I need to record talking about stuff, and I haven't done that. For the TCG ones, I only need to record intro and outro. So that feels like where I need to be, what I need to work on first in terms of just getting episodes out the door. Bum, 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 bum. It's reached yellow. I have the yellow crown. I need it on red. I don't have my yellow crown on me, but it's like in one of my boxes. I can take my yellow crown out while we're waiting here if you want. If it's in... never mind. The box it's in, I think, might actually be back at my base. But yeah, no, I have the yellow crown. Wrong pickaxe. No, I need the red crown. Okay, so I think I need to split the footage I have. I maybe need to rename some of those. It's too late to rename the files entirely. But I need to review the footage I have and figure out which things go where. Because right now it's all just in, like, an unsorted bucket. Which is not optimal. I've just got, like, I've got them all named as, like, HC9 dash. Normally, I would have a production code, like, dash 066, but they're all named dash, like, dash 06X, because I'm like, this will be either 66, 67, or 68. Who knows? I probably should have had, like, a different... Even if I didn't know the production order. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so opening up Final Cut Pro here. Which things have not been used? Okay, so HermitCraft 9. Okay. So this is Cherry Blossom intro. So we have an intro for that. We just don't have the meat of the episode. And we don't have the replay mod stuff done. Helping Gem with her tree. Okay, so what's this one? This is me talking about my TCG deck. In exchange. Okay, so this is TCG deck recycle. This is TCG buying cards. Let's see what this file is. This is, I think, when I played against XB. So this is TCG versus XB. This one is TCG versus Cub. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is petitions. Oh, did I not update? I didn't upload petitions. So that's actually Patreon petitions. I need to upload that. I thought I had, but I clearly haven't. So that's going to become a new project. That's going to be Patreon July, Patreon 2023 July petitions. Sorry about that, folks. We'll come back to that. So that's going to go in my to-do list for today. To do export petitions video update petition write petitions post. This whole week got away from me. And still on yellow there. If you wait till purple, you'll also get red. Yeah, but if I wait till purple, somebody will snipe me on red. Sparky says, did you lose power yesterday, or maybe something happened on my end? Yeah, no, we had some crazy power fluctuations. They were bad enough that one of the UPSs shut itself down to protect the equipment, which is not the first choice for the UPS. The UPS's first choice is to maintain power. The second choice is to shut itself down if there's like... So, yeah, there was like a lot of lightning, and the power was flickering on and off, and I think we were getting some surges, so we just unplugged everything very quickly. Because, yeah, it's not just losing power, it's getting the extra power. When lightning is, like, striking the power lines and stuff is going nuts. Not great. But, yeah, it was a pretty crazy thunderstorm. So, yeah, sorry for cutting the stream off early yesterday. But, hey, we got a tip rolling in from Kindleless for 65, who says... Kindle is here. Happy Friday, Joe. Still very happy about your map making contest. The judges were amazing. Thank you very much, Kindleless, for that. Let's see. So we were 3 away from the next face camera expansion. So let's go ahead and do that first. Here we go. It's time to expand Joe. And then 60... gonna get us there. 3 more expansions, and then to get the 5, 2 past that. So let's go ahead and handle those next 3 face camera expansions. Expand Joe, numero dos, even larger Joe, dee. And then for this next one, y'all might have noticed that money going straight to my head with each milestone we hit. But now, like Jacob Marley, these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. Enter the joust. Bum, 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 bum. Woo. Lowering the opacity now to 90%. Tommy says, Joe, did you see the pixel art I made of you? I posted it in the spam art channel last night. I did not, because I was, yeah, that was, like, during my party. Tommy says, I made a silly little walk sprite as a last-minute present. Happy birthday, Joe. Tommy, that's very cute. Let me go ahead and post a link so that other people can appreciate this in the YouTube chat. I don't think animated GIFs can be dropped directly into OBS, but no, that's a cute little walk sprite. I like it. So, yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I haven't gone back through and caught up on all of the Discord stuff since last night yet. But thank you, Tommy, for bringing that to my attention and for making it. That is very cute. Okay. Okay. Now's actually a good time for me to quickly skim everything else going on. Okay. Just catching up on the Discord real quick. Nothing I need to be interacting with. Lots of happy birthday wishes that came in after I stopped reading Discord. So thank you to everybody for those. He is grooving. Thank you, Tommy. Okay. So anyway, I got distracted by that incredibly awesome gift, but I still need to point out that thanks to Kindleless putting us 2 past that last face camera expansion milestone, we are now 18 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay, let's keep going through this video footage. Okay, so Patreon petitions I need to make an episode out of. I thought I had. So this is more TCG score tracker, or TCG game tracker. And then we've got, this is the good game against Cub here. Oops. TCG versus Cub. I feel like that episode is almost done. I just need to record some interstitial stuff, and I need to do some, what do you call it? Replay mod. So we need to figure out, of course, that's going to be a really long thing. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. So, HermitCraft 9, Cosmo Quest. Okay, so replay viewer. So this, okay, yeah, this is the TCG one, I think. Now, finding my game against Cub in this footage is going to take a while. So, was it around here? 198? Ah, loud. Sparky says, hopefully you had a good birthday yesterday. Yeah, I did. Got to play some pinball, had dinner with friends. It was nice. Let's make sure I've topped off my coffee, so the coffee isn't sitting in the French press too long. Yay! Okay. TCG Season 2 launch! Okay. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay. So this is the middle of the game against Cub, I think. Yeah, okay. So we're in the right area roughly, and this is at the 198 minute mark. So let's go back to 160 and we'll see from there. The firework woke me up. Sorry, Salem. Sorry, it woke me up too. I'll turn it down a little bit. Replay mod can do some very surprising sounds, all because it wasn't just one firework. It was like every firework that had been fired since the beginning of the game. Okay. So, wow, this game is okay, yeah. Okay, so this is not the game I'm in yet. This is the game before that. So we're going to run this forward at 8x speed. We're also going to want to mark where my match against Korean was. Let me condense every sound that happened over 30 minutes into one blast. I'm helping. It's more like everything that happened over 3 hours. Okay, so this is the beginning of Cub and I starting to get set up here. Okay. Oh, Ren's going to come over and look at my box before we get started. So we are not started yet. Ren hasn't looked in my box. There's Ren looking at my box. So we're almost about to begin. Okay, so I'm going to put a marker here. And I'm going to label that as Joe Cub match about to start. This is not the exact start time, but this is close enough that I can reference that later if I need it. So we're going to turn that down here. And we are now going to... Okay, so these TCG matches that I've already recorded are all... Oh. A lot of this is at 4K. Oh, yeah, I was recording these at 4K because the TCG matches look really good at 4K. But that also means that the replay mod export needs to be at 4K for these. So let's get the right angle here to... We need to be able to see the fireworks and... How do we want to do this? Live, laugh, love. Okay, actually, I love the idea that we come in, we bring the camera in from like way out here. We need to find the actual start point of the match. This is actually a really cool arena. So, actually, yeah, I think maybe the way we do this is we come in showing the arena here. So let's say that by this point, we've brought the camera around. Well, you know what? We're just flying a little bit here. Let's find when the actual start point is. There's Korean landing. That's a good... Why am I still going through that box? Oh, wait. No, this is where we actually want to start from. Okay. Okay, now... Okay, so this is where it's beginning formally. So this will give us 45 seconds for voiceover as we fly in. So what we want to do is we want to start off facing that way. And we want to swing wide here. So so at around the halfway mark, we want to be... So that's going to bring the camera around here. Like... So the thing is, at the halfway mark here, we actually want to pull out further. And we want to also be more facing toward that. We're turning our attention to the arena while maintaining focus on it. And we're going to bring the camera to here. We're kind of still setting up the stream. No. Just be patient. We'll eventually get the stream set up. Don't worry. Okay, so... yeah, I got good footage of playing in Doc's Arena, but we want to have a really cool fly-in for this too. Okay, so live, laugh, love. So we're gonna turn. I feel like what we almost need to do is we need to. I feel like we need to turn more quickly back toward Doc's Arena, but we also... yeah, the problem is Doc's Arena was partially broken for a while, and, like, nobody wanted to completely break it. We were worried about it. So we're going to have kind of the hermit eye view here, so of our peanut gallery. Where do we want to have that camera ultimately come to rest? I feel like... actually, hold on. Let's go back to this point right here. Like, this is... maybe we bring it in a little bit, like, ooh. Kind of like that. Because my concern is I think Doc and them are actually going to end up... Doc and them are going to end up being out of frame a lot. And sometimes we are going to need these buttons down here in frame. So, like, let's have the camera stop here-ish. And then now we got to find out how long the, now we got to find out how long the game is. We know it's more than 180 minutes. Or it ends after the 180-minute mark. I'd guess 186, so let's jump. Casey Boone says, glad I found where you're streaming now. Yeah, I'm streaming over on YouTube mostly these days. I'm not saying I'm never going to do Twitch again, but... oh, this is actually great, because this is the shot where you can see the fireworks, too. This will be where, when we have the commentators speaking, we can use this angle for that. We're going to use multi-camera editing for this big TCG match. So, that's only my second point, even. Okay, so this is 167, this is 186. Let's jump to 194. We're still going. I'm at 2 points. Cub brings that out. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So we've got Doc is in frame here, Grian's in frame. Everybody's in frame. This seems like a pretty safe angle for... this is kind of our wide shot. We want to have a... you can't do this in the TCG arena in the Cub fan arena very well. So we want to shoot this differently. Because we can. Okay, let's speed this up, though. We're getting toward the end, but we're not at the end. It's after I bring out the trident that we actually hit the end. Dang it. We are past the 4-minute mark, which means we're past 30 minutes. Okay, that's going to be frustrating. So if a game runs for more than 30 minutes, I have to create 2 separate replay files for it, which is not the best. Because replay mod can only, it maxes out at 30-minute timelines, which I don't understand why that is. That's constantly a problem for me. So okay. We're going to need to write down whatever the time code is for the end of the match. Or mark it as with a marker here. Okay, so that's the end of the game. So we're going to mark that with a marker. So Joe Cub, well, Joe Cub, end of game. And save. That is a. What's gonna do? It's gonna have to replay everything. So give it a second. Giving this a second to run. Okay. So, let's say that this episode is the TCG episode. So, we're going to do intro, recycling, then buying cards to build second deck, then montage of 3 quick games, building the game board, and then game versus Cub. I feel like that's a solid episode. It's going to be long, but it's going to be decent. Okay. So, if we... yeah, we cannot... What if... Oh, here's an idea. Let's try something... Let's try something a little wild. Okay, so this is 168.11. And this is... Okay, so let's say... Okay, so 209 minus 168, I think is just 41. But let's verify that. 41. So what if I set this to 4113? Oh, it won't let me save it. You know what? Real quick, let's try and do something. I'm trying to be more proactive. If something's bothering me, I'm trying to find a way to fix it rather than just being annoyed. I'm in the Replay Mod Discord because I'm a Patreon patron. Replay Mod. General feature requests. Priority support. So, as a Patreon patron, I do qualify for priority support, and I normally don't use it. Good morning. I've been recording and needing to play back 40-minute mini games lately, but having to break the export into 2 chunks is a bit of a hassle. Is there a config setting to expand the maximum length of the timeline that I'm missing somewhere? If not, thanks so much. I love y'all's work and appreciate you. Thanks. Okay. That's too much. We're gonna cut that sentence. And we're just gonna have thanks so much. Okay. Good morning. I've been recording and needing to play back 40-minute mini games lately. Hassle. So I've been working around that by doubling the frame rate and having the time codes. That doesn't seem optimal, though, long term. Is there a config setting to expand the maximum length of the timeline that I'm missing somewhere? Thanks so much. And having the duration. Okay. So, morning, Space Demon. We were just filing a report with support. Since I'm a priority Patreon patron of the Replay Mod project, I get to file important people things. It's just like, part of me is like, I hate to ask for anything, but I'm like, oh, I have been paying for this for over a year. I don't know how many years. So I am entitled to it, technically. Okay, so 4113. Wait, no, because we started at 11. Yeah. So that would be 4115. Okay. So let's change that to be 27 and 16. Now, 41 minutes and 16 seconds divided by 2. 41 minutes divided by 2 would be 20 minutes and 30 seconds. So 2038. Save. Okay. Now we're going to have to export this with double frame rate, though. Morning, Gideon. Welcome. Yep, we are doing some replay mod stuff. Okay, so let's play the camera and see how this feels. Oh, you know what I realized is because we doubled the frame rate, we're actually going to need to move the camera in earlier. One new mention. Oh, the announcements. Okay, replay mod 2613. I think we're already... Yeah, that's fine. Am I missing something in the FAQ? Okay. Wait, so many people leave and join the game at the same time. So Gideon, this is a replay mod file, so it's actually it's going through all of. This is like a 4-hour, 5-hour recording of the server, and it processes all the chat like at once, kind of. Okay, so we're getting going. Live, laugh. There's Doc coming in. There's us getting set up here at the arena. Do 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 do. Okay, so let's yeah, we're definitely gonna want to compress this some. I like the first pan, but I feel like if we have this part, bring that into here, that's gonna be about where we want to be. So we're gonna try that again from the top. It's gonna take a minute to start back up. Okay. While we do that, just as a quick reminder, this is a viewer-supported stream. We are $18 away from our next face camera expansion milestone, and tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. So thank you so much for hanging out today. Boom, 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 boom. I wish there was a way to, like, flag something, flag a channel. Oh, wait. Oh, notifications, all messages. Yeah. So if somebody responds to that, I can set this as a high priority channel for me to care about. Okay, so we're swinging the camera around here a lot faster. That feels smoother. I think pulling out the camera here is a mistake. Yeah. So we're gonna remove that, and if we just had a straight pan in, yeah, I like that a lot more. So we're gonna play. Yep. We got Gree in there. We can see Ren jumping around. Cub fan is just about to place his first map. There it is. Now, whoa. Okay, so there's a little bit of a boop, 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 boop at the end there. We don't want that. Okay, so boop. So I think we need to have this switch over to the linear interpolator. Yeah, we'll just have that pull in with the linear interpreter. And we can slow that down a little bit to even make it. But that way we don't have the we don't have that rubber banding. Okay. So, we're going to save this as overview cam. So, flyby overview into crowd static. We're going to save that in our keyframe repository here. And then we are going to double our video frame rate to 120. And this is going to be a 3640 by 2160. Since I'm not streaming tonight and I'm not streaming tomorrow, I can basically queue up a whole bunch of replay mod renders. So we're going to add that to the queue. Close. Now what we're going to do is we're going to remove all of the position keyframes that we've created. We've already backed these up in our keyframe repository, and we've added this render to the queue. Now we're going to create some other views of the board here, just to make sure that we've got Okay, so what is the important stuff we want to show? We want to show... Man, that is wild, being able to come up and just look around and see that far away. Like, okay. Okay, so we're going to want a view where we're centered here. We see the TCG. We see like the board and the game state, basically, is what we want to have on this view. And we want to be above the heads of the hermits so Rendog isn't intersecting with the camera. So let's tweak that location manually so that we can. So the Y position, we're going to round to that. This we're going to round to that. This we're going to round to that. Save. Okay, so does this one need to be a 0.5 maybe? Nope, that brings us forward, which is not what we want. We actually want to be further back. This one's the one we want the 0.5 on to center it. Nope. I did something wrong there. We're going to remove the keyframe. Going to go back to my point of view. Then pop out. Okay. So... Okay. Cool. Let's get set up here. That way we show the button, we show the arena. We show the discard piles. Yeah, this is a good standard overhead TCG shot. So this needs to be a 0.5 just to get it perfectly centered. The others don't need to be perfect, but getting it perfectly centered adds something there. We also want to make sure that the yaw is 0. The pitch is fine, the roll is fine. Okay. So 174, this all looks good to me. Cancel. Okay, so now what we're going to do is from here, we're going to look at what does this look like at high speed? Are people moving out of frame in a way that's inconvenient? Cub stepping out of frame isn't ideal, but at no point is anybody here significantly blocking the board. We're high enough up. We got a view of that. We got the label. We have a little bit of a sense of place. It feels like in some ways I'm a little bit too far out. Like, yeah, we got the discard piles, but I don't know that that's more important than showing the board clearly. And Cub is, even though we moved out of frame there, Cub is still moving out of frame anyway. Like, it's not like a perfect solution. So Hey, Matt Limbago. Matt Limbago writes, happy belated birthday, Joe, and happy Friday. Thank you. I am having a happy Friday, and I had a fantastic birthday last night. I've got some more hanging out with friends to do this weekend. I'm very excited about that. So no stream tonight. Appreciate y'all understanding. And no stream tomorrow night. I am working on getting my next episode out soon. I know there was a big gap between the last two. Part of the reason for that big gap is I started recording 4 episodes at once, and then I got held up on editing all of them. So now I've got to do, like, the last 10% on this episode. Well, maybe not 10%. But I've got to do the last, like... I've got to do the last 30% on several episodes. So, hopefully we'll see more of that. Okay, so Cub, Joe, Ren. Yeah. Green. Okay. So I think this is good coverage here. Okay, so we're gonna put that one there. So it's just gonna be a static. So we're gonna add this save as flyby, or no, this is gonna be just static board overhead, board angled overhead. And you know what? I don't think I'm gonna do the first person view overlays because I've done those before and they're a lot of work, and having the 2 overhead shots gives you enough of an overview that you can kind of keep track of what's going on anyway. Okay. So yeah, these are both this is also going to be ready to export. Add current configuration. Output file I need to name. This is like Joe HC9-066 Joe Cub overhead 2x 4K A. Save. Okay. Add crew. We're gonna edit that one to change its name because that was a mistake. HC9-066 RP fly in 2x or Joe Cub fly in 2x. Save. Done. Okay. Close. So next we need to find where in the episode I actually played Grian, which I think was around the 42-minute to 1 hour mark. And we're going to want to export that as well. So let's see. Is this me playing Ren? Yeah, because we played for a while before Grian showed up. So we're going to jump ahead 20 minutes maybe. Grian's online. But I don't know where he is. I don't have... Oh, he's there, but he's not playing. Okay. Let's jump forward again a little bit. And a little bit more. Okay, so this is the Grian and Joe match. Starts somewhere before 84 minutes. So let's say 76 minutes. We'll try jumping back to there. Jumping forward's always faster than jumping backwards, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so this is Cub and Ren playing here. So this is, after this, I guess, is when Grian wanted to play. So everybody flies away to go hang out with Grian. Grian comes back. Okay. So we're going to want to clear out the keyframes here entirely. Remove the position keyframes. And we'll set up a camera about here, which we will then reposition so it's centered and angled properly. Save. Check on that. Boop. Looking way better. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So Green and I both put stuff in boxes. Everybody's putting stuff in boxes. Ren's looking at the boxes. Cub's looking at the boxes. Okay, this is the beginning here. We're gonna bring that back to 8130 just for clarity's sake. Then this is a fast game, so we can jump ahead a few minutes here. Okay, so that's 2x that we need. We'll wrap that on here. That's going to be a quick export. Okay, well, relatively. Add current configuration. Hold on. I want add current configuration, not edit. Okay. Joe Grian. 2x. Static. Save. Add to queue. Actually, that one doesn't even need to be at 120 frame rate. Let's edit that one. Because we're going to speed that one up a lot. We can actually probably have that at 15. Okay. So I think we want to go ahead here and actually render all. Oh, the FFmpeg isn't in this folder. Yeah, so you have to manually copy FFmpeg into your Minecraft thing. Open a new window. I wonder if the newer versions of FFmpeg are better. I have not, like, I've been using the same version of FFmpeg forever. So let's go look at the releases to see news. Vulkan decoding was merged into the code base. February 28th is when von Neumann launched. Okay, so how do I open command terminal? Where's terminal? Forget what they call it on Windows. It might be under utilities. Nope. Windows PowerShell. Okay, so FFmpeg. CD. Okay, dir. FFmpeg maybe is in this folder. /FFmpeg. Okay, so this is FFmpeg version N5.012. So there's a new version of FFmpeg called von Neumann from February 28th. Many new encoders and decoders, tool improvements. Oh, so what? Let's find out what these. Oh well, I didn't even have the 5.1 update. I should read the 5.1 update info. So 5.1 update IPFS IPNS protocol support, dialogue enhanced audio filter. A bunch of filters that I don't use anyway. That's fine. PHM image support. AV1 hardware accelerator. Okay, so let's go to version 6 and see what's in here that I might care about. Radiance HDR image support. Desktop duplication, grab, video capture filter. Shortest buffer duration option. Now requires threading to be built. Now runs every muxer as a separate thread. Huh. That's... I'm not sure if replay mod takes advantage of that. Add a new mode to crop detect. View quest. NVEnc AV1 encoding support. Okay. Well, might as well. Okay, so download for Windows. I want the release build, I think. Release essentials. This is how you edit video. Is by researching software and uploading or downloading. Okay. So FFmpeg copied into there. So now if we hit render all, instead of getting an error, we should actually be rendering something. Yay, let's open our task manager. See how that's going. Performance CPU. Okay, well, it's using several CPUs. That's nice. Right now, it's loading the world state in Minecraft, so it hasn't even started rendering yet. First replay mod has to render the world state, so that takes a minute. Having done that, ooh. 5 hours, 6 hours. Okay, well, if I close the stream, it'll go faster. But I don't have a stream scheduled until Sunday night, so I can do all these replay mod dumps now and get that edit moving. So, yeah, it's not going to take 13 hours once I close OBS. So, anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out. Hope you have a fantastic evening, afternoon, weekend. Once again, my next scheduled stream is Sunday night. I'm not ruling out bonus streams of random other stuff in the meantime. Might do a pinball something, who knows. But I will guarantee you, definitely not streaming tonight, definitely not streaming tomorrow night, because I have plans with friends for my birthday weekend. Yeah, I think the earliest yeah. We'll see how long this render takes. So probably no bonus streams today, just because these TCG 4K renders are going to take a while. But anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope you had a fantastic time on the stream. I guess we can do last call for tips real quick. If you enjoy the show, it is viewer supported. We are $18 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Let's show the preview. Yeah. Okay, so it's looking good. I like seeing the world rendered in the background there too. Okay. But yeah, I am very excited about this episode. I think it's going to look great when it's done. I really want the episode TCG experience to feel more polished than the stream TCG experience. And I think that this is going to be fantastic. So, Anyway, I should let y'all go, and I should go edit, because that's my actual thing that I have to do today. So, thank y'all so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. Doesn't look like any last-minute tips have rolled in. If you haven't already seen it, my camel episode did finally come out. I worked hard on the editing. Even if you saw some of this on stream, I think you might like how I put it all together. Anyway, until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Do-do-do-do.